This is Carol Roy live at Citrix Synergy 2010 with VSM TV, and in front of the camera, I'm luckily hiding behind it, and I know he loves being in front of it. This is John Humphreys, the Senior Director of Product Marketing for the XenServer Group at Citrix. How you doing, John?
Good, Carol. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I appreciate you stepping in front of the camera with us today. Now, your group is making some announcements this week at the Synergy event. Can you tell us about them?
Sure, absolutely. We're going to be announcing the next version of XenServer, XenServer 5.6. So this follows up 5.5, which we released last year at this time. So really big announcement for us. There's a lot of new, very cool enhancements to the product that we can get into as we talk here. So.
Absolutely. Well, why don't you dive right into those? What are the newest things that people are going to find?
So I think a couple things before we dive into all of the fun bits of technology. I think the way I think about this release is it's really about providing a set of functionality and tools around data center automation for the customer. So you're going to see a whole host of new things, but the real kind of core heart of this release will be around automating your data center, whether that data center sits in the cloud and it's on XenServer, or whether it's in your own kind of campus or four walls of your organization. Some of the big things in the release, obviously, free XenServer stays free. It will always stay free. That's the bread and butter of how we go to market. So with free XenServer, we're going to make some enhancements to it. We're going to increase the limits in terms of memory and processors. So now we can run and support up to 64 processors, as well as 256 gig of memory on a server. So that's big for us. We'll also be announcing SRIOV support with the new Intel boxes. So that's great for any of those folks who are looking for kind of a network virtualization. And then in terms of the real heart and soul of the automation in the premium editions, there's a few things. One, there'll be Site Recovery Manager. So for those who are using virtualization for disaster recovery, this becomes kind of a soup to nuts console that will help you automate the coordination of data replication, VM replication, booting in your secondary environment, and then failing back once you get your primary environment back up and running. So that's a big one for us. There's a feature called self-service portal. And so what self-service portal is think of it as an automated way for application owners and IT to interact around delivering virtual environments. So as an application owner, I can log into the portal, I can make a request for a new virtual environment, I can specify how many processors, how much memory, do I want HA support, do I want it protected against disasters, and then submit that to the IT owners or the people that manage the XenServer farm inside the data center. They can review it. If they decide to approve it, they hit approval, and then that environment is automatically built using Lab Manager. So that's a really cool new feature that allows, basically it'll speed the time for application owners to get their virtual environment up and running. Other big things will be dynamic memory. So taking all the memory in the host, sharing it between the VMs, and letting the customer set max and min thresholds, and then have it automatically allocated while the VM is running. So that's a big one for us. It helps increase density, it allows customers to be more flexible, and it ensures their applications kind of continue up and running. And then the final kind of fourth pillar, I know, Carol, you're ready to ask your next question. I've been prattling on here, is around workload balancing. So workload balancing in 5.5 really did intelligent placement of the VM upon the initial provisioning of it. What we've done is then enhance that with kind of ongoing optimization. So as demand for new VMs or a particular VM increases or wanes, waxes or wanes, the VM will get automatically balanced inside a resource pool depending on kind of the needs of the application and the availability of the underlying host. That also has a host power management process or feature in it. So if you wanted to, say for example, on Friday evenings, have the system automatically consolidate all of those VMs onto fewer servers, shut down those unused servers, save all of that power and cooling over the weekend during off hours, and then have the system automatically bring all of those shut down servers online and redistribute those VMs in time for 8 a.m. Monday morning start. That's a feature that's in there as well.
Well, you can obviously tell that Citrix has really focused on making it as easy as possible for their customers to do the most. Are you guys demoing these products at your booth here at Synergy?
Yeah, there's all of those features, those kind of key pillars, if you will, of the release are going to be demoed here. So
excellent.
I encourage people to go in and check them out.
Absolutely, and get a chair massage while they're there too.
Yes, definitely.
Excellent. Well, John, thanks so much for spending some time with us today. It's been a pleasure.
Carol, thank you.